All right, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are joining us from. Okay. My name is Julius Kabanda. I come from Uganda, and we are definitely in the presentation right now as we discuss to bring better understanding of this amazing project. All right. Okay. So why are we here today? Today we are here to dig deep into this amazing project of cryptocurrency staking. It is a privilege and an honor to be with you on this call tonight. I'll be sharing both ways. I'll go through the project and then a little bit I'll go through my personal application for people who have already started their staking journey to paint a clear, close picture. Okay? All right. So let me see if my uplines have been able to join me today. Let me first check. We have some few leaders onto the call. All right. So I also cross-check if my uplines have been able to join. All right. Okay. Have some few leaders. Okay, on the call. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. All right. So you're good to go. So my name is Julius Kawanda. I come from Uganda. I've been in this industry for some time, close to 4 years. I got started into things related to crypto on the 8th of Jan 2021. And my first long journey in the crypto market space was purely return on investments. So I did return on investments for some time. And they really did me a very a disservice. To scale things better. Okay, so they really did me a disservice and I lost my money. And so I did several projects. That's why when I was introduced to Oracle, at first I thought that what they're sharing with me was exactly related to what I had done in the past. And for some good time, I remained skeptical. But when my beloved friend, Mr. Robert from Malaysia, gave me a call and told me, Julius, I have done my research. We are not going to meet blindly. Let's come and look at this project, get things right. Immediately after the presentation, I was able to transfer my $200 and start off my staking journey. Today basically marks 5 days into the opportunity, and it has been one of the amazing decisions I have ever made in my life to understand how crypto staking works. I want to welcome you to today's training. Next week, starting Monday, we are going to be doing Zoom combinations. So our Zooms
Okay. As we wait for our leader to come in, let me cover up. As we wait for our leader to come in, am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? You can type in the chat if I'm loud and clear. As we wait for our leader to come in, I think it has been a network problem. It has been disturbing him for these few days. Right. Hope you can hear me. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So for the past few days, I was also lucky enough to be introduced to this project. And trust me, it is one of the biggest projects that will print millionaires. I'm talking about crypto millionaires in US dollars network. Okay. The same, my network is not okay. Is it true? Is my network not okay? Please, you can just type if my network is not okay. You can just type. Someone is saying my network is not fine. Is it true? Is it true that my network is not fine? Okay. Some are saying it is okay. Some are saying it's not okay. So which one should I take? But most people are saying I'm loud and clear. Okay. Means I'm loud and clear. Okay. A few days back, I was introduced to this opportunity, a life-changing opportunity to make real big money. And as I talk right now, I already started seeing results. Uh, from the first day when they introduced me this opportunity, I said, let me review it. And actually, today, I dug deep into the opportunity, as you're going to see from the presentation. But me personally, as our leader comes back, I can share with you something. As our leader comes back, I can share with you something. Let me just share my screen here, and I share with you something as our leader comes back. If we go here on ChatGPT, I'm using the model, the latest model, which is GPT-5. Okay. You can see from here, today morning, I think starting at 4 a.m. in the morning, I started analyzing this thing called ONF staking. And this was my query. Okay. This was my query. Let me go back here. Tell me about Oracle Finance Network, ONF. Is it worth staking my money in ONF? Please dig deep, especially into analyzing its on-chain data, audit its contract address to get more knowledge on whether it's a high risk or a low risk crypto asset. Is it true it's a real DeFi staking crypto project or it's another scam? Make sure to analyze every possible source about ONF and give any comparisons you find about it in relation to Olympus DAO or HM token, another crypto staking project that launched in the last 4 years. So I was trying to tell ChatGPT what I want it to research about and tell me. So ChatGPT told me to perform a thorough analysis of the Oracle Finance Network, ONF. Would you please confirm or provide the following: the token address, the contract address, on which blockchains? And here I did. So, cutting the story short, we reached a conclusion where it asked me for more details. I provided other more details, screenshots from the Oracle Finance Network platform, screenshots from the Aave AI, screenshots from the Binance Smart Chain, everything. Okay, it asks for more details. Let me show you. In the next start here, it asked for more details. You guys, it asked for more details. Okay, you can see I provided a lot of details. Today I was making my personal due diligence. This is what we call making due diligence. You can see all this is the code that I copied from Binance Smart Chain. So I said, it said, yes, I can retrieve your earlier conversation where you asked me to deeply investigate Oracle Finance Network, including on-chain data review and contract. But am I loud and clear, guys? Are you seeing my screen? Are you guys seeing my screen? Because I wanted to just chip in this before our leader comes in. Are you seeing my screen? Just tell me yes or no. If you're not seeing my screen, or maybe if I'm not loud and clear, you can just tell me right now as we wait for our leader to come in. Good. So I said, good. I want you to base this chart on the previous one about ONF staking. I'm going to add you more information via screenshots and written information. Then you will need to analyze the new information in addition to the previous. So I was using ChatGPT to my advantage. This is where I provided more information about Oracle Finance Network, different token addresses, different, even you can see this screenshot here. I was providing the owner address plus this is on-chain data from, you can get it from Binance Smart Chain. Then here in addition, I provided more details. You can see, look, this. Do you want me to walk you through exactly how to do that? I said, okay, here are more details. Here are the requested addresses. Analyze in addition to the information before. It analyzed, I'm going to cut the story short. It asked for more information. Trust me, guys, I did my due diligence, and me, I usually use ChatGPT for research. I was doing my research. This is all the code. It asked for the code behind ONF token. I provided the code. Okay, here it is the code. It is so long. It is the code. You can get it from Binance Smart Chain. If you want, if you know how to read code, you can read through me. I didn't know how to read code, but ChatGPT can help you read all the code even if you don't know. Okay, so it helped me read all this code here behind the ONF token, behind the staking protocol, behind everything, the treasury, behind everything. So after all this, I went ahead into the third chart here to analyze, still to relate. Okay, I asked it asked for more information. I exported the token address. I exported the address from Binance Smart Chain. You can analyze this, you can get all this information from Binance Smart Chain. I took screenshots, I exported the address token and everything. I said, analyze this information in relation to the previous provided information on ONF. So it analyzed everything. Then here, finally, here down, okay, I said, let us come to conclusions. I just want a no or a yes answer. Also give reasons that align with your yes or no, regardless of the cons. Is Oracle Finance Network, ONF, a staking project? I want you to see this answer, guys. Me, I'm a person who does my due diligence. I don't just jump to conclusions. Okay? See what I asked. I gave all the information required. I gave the source code. I gave the code behind the ONF token, the wallet addresses it requested for, the contract address it requested for. Everything was analyzed. It is having ChatGPT is like having a supercomputer which you can get exposed to. Trust me, what he says here. I said, I just want a no or a yes answer. So I'm not telling it to tell me yes or to tell me no. I just want it to base strictly on the information it has gathered across the internet. Everything, every possible source it can find about ONF, plus the information it requested me and I provided. So I wanted it to analyze and give me, is it a staking project or it is a scam? That is where my verdict was. If you told me it is a scam, trust me, by right now, I would have been telling you, guys, better take out your money or better stop. But here is the answer. He told me, yes, Oracle Finance Network is a staking project. Now, understand, ONF, it is not just a meme coin. ONF, it is not just another cryptocurrency just launched. ONF, it is just not just another token. It is a staking project, the same as Olympus DAO, which was launched in 2021. It is still in operation even up to date. Okay, so this staking in DeFi staking protocol has been around for years. Just that us as people, we have not been exposed to such information. They told me Oracle Finance Network is a staking project in concept and marketing because it promotes token lockup for rewards and shows on-chain activity. This is very, very important. It shows on-chain activity consistent with staking style inflows / outflows. So it analyzed everything it could find about ONF, also analyzed everything it could find about the Olympus DAO, a project that has been around over 4 years, And here is the reasoning that supports its yes answer, as to why it told me it is a valid project worth putting in my money. One, on-chain behavior. Your Binance scan charts show steady raising unique income incoming addresses and transaction counts since launch. So it is saying there has been transactions on the Binance Chain network, which prove that this is a valid project. Second, tokenomics setup, the contract and marketing material reference, reward mechanisms, and supply caps, which are common in staking models. That was the number 2 reason. Exchange positioning. ONF is listed on LBank and Jucoin as a DeFi / token. This is very, very important. This third point is important. It is listed, ONF is listed as a DeFi / token. So when I see someone making a video about ONF, even before they do their due diligence, I just pity them. It is strictly an /DeFi token, implying staking or yield generation as a primary use case. Promotional farming, their website and aggregator listings. It means it went through a whole list of listings across multiple sites on the web. And it says CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, Crypto.com, all describe ONF. Now, this is very important. They all describe ONF in staking / yield terms. Is that enough? I wanted to first chip in this so that it sinks deep. Because I've seen people making videos here. NFO, another scam, it is coming here. Don't without information, without knowledge. My leader, I welcome you aboard.
Perfect. What an insight. It is a little bit drizzling here, in Masaka. So my network is on and off, but it's blessed that currently I'll be able to, I have different people across the board that have been able to do their due diligence. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that amazing insight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just run very fast because of challenges of my network so that I could be able to finish up in time. All right. Okay. So Oracle is a community-driven project focused on decentralized finance, DeFi. So while we aim at providing useful tools and opportunities, participating could involve certain risks. I'm not a financial advisor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sharing general knowledge and my personal perception to the project, okay? I have got involved personally in the project and I'm in love with the project, okay? All right. So ladies and gentlemen, the ideology of Oracle comes from the ideology of a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. I, in the past, have participated in different DAOs, and I've participated in the Jupiter DAO. I have participated in the Stonefy DAO on the Ton blockchain, and Jupiter on the Phantom wallet. And others have just voting protocols, others have staking protocols. But for the first time, the Olympias DAO, you can go and check it on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, and other aggregators. You'll be able to find that the Olympias DAO created its own token called OHM. And instead of being backed by gold, or type the US dollar, each OHM is backed by a stable cryptocurrency called DAI. And the goal is to make OHM stable and decentralized currency that can hold its value over time, okay? Let's go. So how is it gonna hold its value over time? Through staking, meaning that people go and buy the OHM token from an exchange, lock it up in the system, and in return, they get more OHM over time. Think of it like earning interest from a saving account, but in crypto. So the other way is bonding. The Olympia sells the OHM at a discount. And if you give them your asset of DAI or LF coin, you are buying the OHM at a cheaper price in exchange of helping the system grow its reserve. Number last, treasury. The money that people put in the system via bonding goes into a big digital trust chest, and it helps to bring the value or to maintain the value of OHM. So what happens? You are the user, you are able to buy the bond on the Olympias DAO. When you buy the bond, you get OHM tokens, and when you get the OHM tokens, your USDT or your DAI coin sit in the treasury. If you come to stake also, your OHM tokens sit in the treasury. So this ideology was just improved by Oracle. Okay. Right. So Oracle has a money service business license, which I may not go into, and the license comes from Colorado in the United States of America. The developers of this amazing DAO come from Hong Kong and Taiwan, and this project started on the 15th. The project started on the 15th the 15th of May 2025. Okay, so let's go into the token mechanism. The name or the ticker of the token is called ONF, and 100 million tokens were created, and these tokens use a minting logic of Olympias DAO. So they use the minting logic of the Olympias DAO. So on the 100 million tokens that are created, the Genesis team got 10%, the institutional investment got 10%, and all of these locked up these, like we are able to see, onto the blockchain for the next 3 years. So the remaining 80% is where our business is. And this 80% that is here is going through what we call treasury bond meeting, community participation, incentives, subsidiaries, and ecological construction. So first and foremost, let's not delay. Let's just go to CoinMarketCap very fast. So this is CoinMarketCap, where we could find this token. You can also go to CoinGecko. So let's use CoinGecko for our research. And so we shall come here on the search icon and write in the name of the token, ONF. ONF. Okay, this is the Oracle Finance Network. There we go. All right, okay, so this is the token. And while here, we shall focus on picking the contract address. So if you want to go into more details about their social media platforms, so everything, their website, everything is here. You want to see how transactions are happening, everything is here. The maximum supply, 100 million. Total supply, 100 million. Okay, it has onto the market cap, their 24-hour trading volume, 10 million. Fully diluted is 7 billion. Okay, this is CoinGecko. So I'll copy the contract address, and then I will go, because it sits on the Binance Smart Chain, to see if I could be able to. So this is Binance Smart Chain already here. It is there because I commonly use it. So I'll paste the contract address. I'll paste the contract address very fast, and bingo, we are ready now into the contract. I hope it's right. I may be using history. Okay, we are now into the contract. So while here, it reads, this is the contract. So since this is the contract, so tap on the contract. Okay, tap on the contract. So it is a read contract. It is, so this is the code. This is what Leader Dixon was talking about. You can also copy this code, take it to ChatGPT. This is where you copy it from. You copy the code and take it to ChatGPT and do your own research. So this is what he took, the code. So I will just go to the read contract to understand what is involved. I'm just running very fast because of the weather here. Little bit, the environment is not conducive. Now, this project has 137 contracts. It has 137 contracts, smart contracts that have been built to ensure a proper running of this DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. Okay, so there is a DAO address. This is the DAO address. You can be able to see it. This is a DAO address. This is a fee address. So you can be able to find everything. So let us just go to number 31. Number 31, number 31. Then the owner of the contract. So the owner of the contract has renounced this contract. I think in the morning, those who discussed with me, I was able to discuss. So this is contract address number 1. This is a contract address. The owner has renounced it. But let's look for treasury. Let me just see where is treasury. Total supply. Total supply, just to confirm with you. There we go. Total supply. The coins that are in circulation. The 20 million plus, the coins that are in circulation, the total supply in circulation, the 20 million plus, you can be able to see them here. Now let me go to, I'm looking for the treasury address, whether it is an address or a contract. There we go. This is the treasury. So let's just pick it up. So this is it. I don't know what I've popped, but let me just see what is here. So I will paste. I only copied the name. Where is it again? Okay, because this is where I think this will work. I think this is work. I'm just checking validity. I have opened this, and this is what people have been trying to bring to my concern. It is a contract. Okay, now let me explain. The owner address is renounced, but the system A is connected to B, but the system runs under the treasury. If this treasury is renounced, then it means that when you stake your money, you cannot able to get your rewards. When you refer, you cannot be able to get your rewards. So that's why the treasury is a contract that runs the entire ecosystem. Is that clear? Give me a 1 if it is clear. So this is renounced, but this cannot be renounced. If this gets renounced, then things will not be automatic. You know, I don't know if people are understanding. Give me a 1 if that is clear. So A is renounced, but B cannot be renounced. Because if B is renounced, the system runs on B, then things will not be automatic. Just that maybe someone may not be able to understand that, but I thought it was important. I talked about this in the morning Luganda lesson. Okay, so I just wanted to emphasize that to make it clear. Now, apart from that, we can find other agitators. In my morning class, let me try to use Dex Screener, because in my morning class, those who attended, I wanted to clear space. Okay, so while we are here, we are gonna bring the contract address. To Dex Screener. Okay. And then we paste the contract address. And so the token appears here. I need to just get things clear. Okay. So once you use Dex Screener to open this token, ladies and gentlemen, here, the liquidity pool, you see the first warning here, they are telling that this pair has very little liquidity because it is simple. In DeFi, I can create my own liquidity. And when we come here and look at the liquidity provider is one, this is a personal liquidity provider. So let me open it that you could see. And everything is clear. Here it is. And this person who's providing this liquidity is providing $4. And you can be able to dig deep into this, be able to copy it up. But I don't want to waste time into all of this. But when it comes to liquidity provision, so it is a person's address. Can we see this? Someone has used their address, it's an address, to provide liquidity. And is only being able to provide as low as $4. It's a personal liquidity, and you're able to see. Okay, so it's a personal liquidity area. So now let me go to, I was back here. So this is it. If you dig deep, I think this is a training I did in the morning for people who do Luganda. Okay, while this Dex Screener, I wanted to find, I don't know if it's possible, I wanted to find details that Dex Screener gives about the project. The project down here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Down here, there is some few concerns that I need to clear off. This is my personal research, and I love making things very simple and easy when I do my personal research, okay? So I'm not getting into this in a blind way. And I don't want anybody to get into something in a blind way. All right. So while here, there are 7 issues that are being displayed on this token. And that is what I want.
Let's just be patient. Let's just be patient, guys. Let's just be patient as he comes in back. It's a network issue. I think the weather is not good. Let's just be patient, please. Patience, patience, patience. Just a few minutes to be back, 1 or 2. It is just network issue. I think the weather is really not okay at his side. So let's just be patient. as he comes back. But all he was trying to say was to clarify the issues when you search the coin on Dex Screener. Okay, when you search the coin on Dex Screener, for example, it will show you. Even me in the morning, I did that. Maybe I should share with you as he comes back. Should share with you as he comes back on Dex Screener. I have the app here. Okay, let me search here. ONF. I think it is this one. Let me see. Is it this one? When you search ONF on Dex Screener, you see a lot of other tokens. It's not the one. Okay, let me just go and copy the contract address from CoinMarketCap. If Leader Joyce, you come back, then you can just let me share my screen later. Let me just a minute and share my screen. Okay, just a minute. Then I share my screen. Okay. So let me share my screen. Leader, when he comes back, you inform me. Let me share my screen. Okay. So this is what he was saying. Hope my screen is visible. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Can you see my screen? Just type a yes if you can see my screen and you can hear me. Okay, just type a yes if you can hear me and you can see my screen. Good. So I copied the contract address from CoinMarketCap. And now when I come to Dex Screener, for those of you guys who have traded meme coins before, you know Dex Screener is important. So I'm going to look at this coin, ONF. Okay, ONF. And he was saying the issue people were pointing out is this liquidity. Okay, saying the coin has no liquidity because after all, if you buy it, you won't have someone to buy it from you. Okay, someone who can buy it from you, because if the coin doesn't have liquidity, I'm opening the wrong coin. I think it is this first one here. If the coin has no liquidity, you can see liquidity is just 95. So he was saying that because some people were making research and they came here on Dex Screener, when they searched about the coin, they saw the liquidity was just 75, and they were wondering if they're saying that the token is valid, the token is okay, it is trading, how can it not have liquidity? What does liquidity mean? Liquidity means that on Dex Screener, if you want to transact with this coin, if you want to make any transaction here on Dex Screener on this coin, then there must be someone who is willing to put up certain amount of money into Dex Screener so that transactions, if you buy or sell, they can happen depending on the liquidity available, depending on the money that has been put in the pool of Dex Screener. So remember, this is a staking project. As ONF, they haven't put any liquidity or any money to facilitate transactions, especially in different screener like Dex Screener and other platforms. Because if you can go and you check with the ONF, okay, here I was trying to check out, you can see I'm making money. Hey, you guys. Hey. And we look at the platform announcements. If you see this first announcement here, what are they saying? Let's click on view details. What are they saying? They are saying that recently we detected that someone has, without authorization, prematurely added an unofficial liquidity pool for the ONF token. We hereby provide the following explanation. So they are saying for them as ONF, they have not put any liquidity to facilitate transactions on other multiple platforms. Liquidity is the money the platform puts up front so that transactions on the different platforms can be put across, for example, on Dex Screener. So this is just an individual who can be like me, okay? Who can be like me, or you can come here on Dex Screener and you provide liquidity for any coin that you see here. You can come and provide liquidity for any of these coins, okay? As long as you provide liquidity for any of these coins, then you're facilitating that coin to have money in which transactions can be made. Am I making myself clear? Guys, if I'm clear on that point, you can just type a 1 in the chat. Network again. I hope my network was okay. Am I not still visible and clear? If I'm loud and clear, you can just type a 1 in the chat. So getting here on deck screen and seeing that the coin has no liquidity, it is normal, it is okay, because this is a staking project. They are not providing any liquidity into circulation such that the coin cannot be diluted. The more they provide liquidity, the more transactions can happen on multiple networks, and the more volatile the price will be. Remember, this is a staking project. It is not just a coin. It is a staking project. That's why, as the Oracle Finance Network, they have not given it liquidity yet. So when you check even on other multiple platforms, okay, when you check even on other multiple platforms, let me check for you, because some of you do not know how to make research and you end up getting to conclusions that are not there. Let's go to Aave.ai. Okay, I have this Aave.ai. Let's go and check. You'll find that even on Aave.ai, there is another liquidity which is now even actually different from the one on Deck Screener. That's why that's what some of the people don't know. Let me put the let me paste the contract address. Oh, suck. No, someone was calling. Am I back? Am I back? Someone was calling me. Am I back? Am I loud and clear? Please, you can inform me. If you can hear me, type a yes. If you can hear me, type a yes. Am I back? Guys, please communicate to me. I don't want to know. I don't want to see whether. Okay, so when you come here on Aave.ai, okay, and the most important thing is here, okay, we want to see liquidity where? You see here, they are saying price/liquidity. And the liquidity here is just $88. If you can check down there. Let me zoom in here. You see this? Price/liquidity. And they're saying the liquidity of this coin on Aave.ai is just $88. What does this mean? It means that an individual who can be like me or you went to Aave.ai and put in his own money, $88, so that when someone transacts here on Aave.ai, they can get a certain amount of money to transact with. Now, this does not mean that the coin is not valid, because remember, this is a project, it is a staking project. So they cannot just put liquidity everywhere and the coin gets diluted in the market. That's why they are not providing liquidity. For those of you who started with me, if you can go here on the audit and we try to audit this this token here, check out this. Check out this. It has a 20 rating. Remember, the lower the number on this audit, the better the project. If it was in 80s or 90s or 70s, it wouldn't be green. It would have many red flags. It would be highly risky to put your money in this project. Why? Because it is risky. But look at this. Look at this. Renounced slippage. Okay. I want to check some of this. Renounced. What does renounced mean? Renounced means the owner of the project, the person behind the project of ONF. Okay, after programming the contract address, they renounce the ownership and they gave it to the public. They cannot change anything with this. Okay. The contract is open source, which means you can even, you yourself, you can audit it. You can read through the contract and see what is happening. If it was in a closed source, it means you cannot access it and you cannot read it and you cannot review it. But here it is open source. On Binance Scan, if you go there, you can just copy the whole thing and you go and analyze it yourself. The owner cannot tamper with the balance. This is very important. The owner of the project, since they renounced their ownership, they cannot tamper with the project. I don't know whether my leader is back, because I don't want to let me see. Is my leader back? Okay, he's not back. Let me carry on. But am I loud and clear? If I'm loud and clear, you can just tell me. If I'm loud and clear, you can just, because network these days is not okay because of the weather. So I might go off and I may not know. So You can just say me if I'm clear. Please just type yes. Okay, I just wanted one person to confirm with me. So you can see this. Look at this, guys. Owner cannot tamper with balance. This is very important. If you're dealing with the project and the owner has access to tamper with whatever he wants to tamper, trust me, that project, at the end of it all, it is not a good project. Look at this. Admin privileges abandoned. What does it mean? It means the person who had the privilege behind so that they can pass through the back end and here and there, they cannot do that because the admin privileges were abandoned by the renouncing. Okay, enough of that. Let's just come here down. Okay, let's just come here down and we see on the addresses containing the largest number of tokens, we can see we have 20 million coins. 20, you can see this amount, 20 million. 20 million, which means there are other 20 million that were put into, that were locked, that cannot be accessed up to 2028. Look at this. This is the lock date. These 20 million tokens were locked on 13th May 2025, and they're going to be unlocked on 15th May 2026. And not only that, they will only be released at a rate of 5% per month. So why wouldn't I invest in a project where I know there is no any chance of rug pull? Because if these tokens here were not locked, it means there is a high likelihood of these tokens coming into circulation, and you get what we call a rug pull. For those of you who have heard about rug pulls before, it is where the owner, once they see that they have made enough money from the project, they can just release all the tokens at once. They dump them. You remain with tokens with no value. But remember here, my worry would be, actually my worry was here. My worry would be if these tokens here were not locked. But the good thing is that they are locked up to 2028. So I have no worry that they are going to dump on me up to that area. And remember that because if we have the circulating supply right now at 20,132,000 tokens of ONF, it means these 132 tokens are now in these other addresses that are trading or that are holding ONF on different exchanges like LBank and Jucoin. These guys will provide you with liquidity when you want to sell. For example, you've made your rewards and you want to sell. That's how you get the liquidity, because it is now already available on exchanges like LBank and Jucoin. Now, the second most important point that I was focusing in, now how is because if we know that the total supply is 100 million ONF tokens, that is the total supply. And we already have 20 million that is in circulation. So where is the 80 million? Now, this is where we come in. Remember, this is a staking project. It is not just that you're going to go and buy them. There are two ways. There are two ways you can bring a coin to the market. Most of the common ways is one, minting, okay, or mining. Okay, mining, for example, when you want to bring Bitcoin on the market, you have to mine Bitcoin. You have to mine Bitcoin. Okay, and the price of Bitcoin is mainly attached to how much people transact with Bitcoin, how much are selling, how much are buying. But here, the only way to bring these tokens on the market is through what we call minting. What does minting mean? Minting means that the new coins can only come to the market once. Okay, let me see whether I'm still, I don't want to go off. Okay, very good, very good, very good. New coins can only come to the market by way of distribution. Okay, remember, the main goal of ONF is to create a token that is backed up with real liquidity, that is backed up with real money. Okay, a stable coin like USDT. Okay, let me maybe make it more clear. Allow me make it more clear, because some of you have never heard of DeFi staking. So you're taking it as maybe a returns on investment or something of that sort. But let me explain here. I hope my screen is very visible. Let me now get my pen here and I explain to you guys. Okay. Back in the days when the central bank, okay, central banks, when the central banks wanted to print money, wanted to print new money to come into saturation, to come into circulation. This is what they did. They made sure, for example, if they wanted to print $1 million worth of paper money, okay, worth of paper money, they had to make sure that they have an equivalent of gold that is now stored in the gold reserves. Okay, an equivalent of $1 million, the equivalent of the gold stored has to be equal to the amount of money that is going to yet to be provided into the circulation, such that they maintain a balance between the circulating amount of money and the gold reserve. Now, when we come to DeFi, especially the staking protocol, it means that a coin has been made in such a way that no new coins can enter circulation, into circulation unless there is an equal amount of treasury, or money that can back up these tokens that are yet to enter into circulation. I don't know whether you're understanding me. This was the standard of how banks used to operate. But these days, they can just wake up and print a lot of money without even backup of gold. But now, on what ONF is doing, or other projects that have used the staking protocol like OHM, this Olympus DAO, they are saying, let us create a currency that is decentralized, but it can only be minted once there is an equal amount of money in the treasury. That's why they are telling you that if you stake your $100, we shall only mint ONF that is equivalent to the $100 in the treasury. So this is not just another token. This is not just another coin on the market. It is it works on DeFi staking. That's how it works. They cannot release any new coins of ONF into circulation unless there is an equal amount of money in the treasury in form of SDT. So they are backing up the ONF price with the treasury, okay? Treasury of USDT. Guys, I didn't first understand this because when you look at this from the surface level, you may call it a returns on investment. That's what I thought. But they are saying that you bring your money into our treasury, maybe $100, $200, bring your money into our treasury. We sell you a bond, okay? We sell you a bond that will give you ONF at a discounted price, such that you help our ONF come now into circulation. So that's where the 80 million coins will come in. Only the 80 million coins can only come into circulation once the amount that is staked by individuals is equivalent, its value is equivalent to the 80 million coins that have not come into circulation. I don't know whether it is making sense or it is not making sense. Let me see. If I'm making sense, type for me a 1 in the chat. If I'm making sense, type for me a 1 in the chat. So we are backing up. They are creating a token, a currency called ONF that can only enter circulation once there is an equivalent of money in the treasury. That's why they are saying, if you can stake this, then we shall give you a reward because you're helping us bring our token on the market. That is what is not making sense for most of the people. Okay? I don't know whether my leader is already back. Oh, dear, my leader, you're back. You can take over from there. You can take over from there. My leader, Mr. Kabanda? Okay.
This
good.
network of mine, guys, today is known. I don't know how I'm gonna survive. So I'll just take a few minutes, and now I'm just gonna go to the back office since I think my leader has done us a very good service with the first session. My network is very bad. So for you to start off your journey, you need a token pocket. It's just a landing site. It works very well on the Binance Smart Chain network. And while here, you have two choices. Number one, you can deposit. you can do one of the three. Number one, you can participate in the bonds, you can participate in the stake, you can participate in the treasury. So if you want to participate in the bonds, you are providing USDT, so you'll deposit USDT, BP20, Binance Smart Chain Network here. BNB is automatic for gas fees on this wallet. Then you go straight to the bonds like I'm going to show you. And if you want to participate in the staking, then you need to go to LBank, buy ONF, and then bring ONF here into the ecosystem. So let me get into my account. So I'll tap on Discover here. And when you copy your link and be able to paste it up here, like mine here, make sure you highlight it by tapping on the star. Once you do that, whenever you'll be coming here, or tap on Discover, don't go anywhere, just tap on Favorite, and you'll get your app of Oracle here, okay? Now let's start into the system here with the price. The price as we speak right now, ladies and gentlemen, is 7.14. The total supply that some of the tokens, the total staked, the treasury, the bonds, the token value, the current annual yield, all of them are here. So I'll just run very fast. So here is market makers. You could participate in a 30-day market maker bond. It means that you are buying, since you are taking less days, you are buying a bond at that price. If you come into 90, you are buying a bond at that price. If you are coming into 180 days, you are buying the bond at that price. If you are coming into 360 days, you are buying the bond at that price. And what happens is that when you stake, basically, without you doing anything, this is the releasable balance. So whenever you stake, every after 12 hours, you get what we call a claimable balance. And this claimable balance is coming from your capital. Whenever you stake, there's a certain automatic amount of money that comes from your capital that is claimable. Then you also get a block production reward, which basically means that it is your profit. So this happens twice. It happens at 4 a.m. East Africa Standard Time and at 4 p.m. East Africa Standard Time. So twice a day, you'll be able to receive your reward. Okay, this is claimable from your capital invested, and this is your profit. So what happens, this system has been automated in a way. Hello?
Your battery is dying.
Yeah, man. Okay. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that the system is automated in a way that whatever is in here is compounded together. For example, everything is added. And if you want to see this compounded together, you could tap on more here. When you come here on DAO, I think, is it here? No, just a minute. Yes, I think it is here on rewards. So when you come and tap on rewards, you'll be able to see the total amount of stake. When you look at the total amount of stake, it includes everything, what you staked plus your profit. So what happens when you stake? Many people were worried about the compounding effect. The compounding effect is automatic. The compounding effect is automatic. Although this is released and this is released, all of this is added together. The profit plus your principal, which is your capital, everything added together, okay? Your compound and your principal, everything added together is what you could be able to see as total, okay? Yeah, so that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. That is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. So that is what happens that side. So you could be able to see, I remember when I got started, I had 117 by total. But as I speak right now, if I get here, because that's what I'm talking about, compounding, okay? When I get here now, I have 121. So my profit and my capital all together compounded. So my investment now is 121 ONF tokens by value. Okay? So that is by value. That is by value. All right? So let's go. So the other thing that I could be able to do is to take you to the calculator that helps you calculate your profit in a compounding way. So let me say you start with $200 because that was my start. It gives you around 2.7 ONF tokens, okay? 2.7 ONF tokens. 2.7. So you see, when I put in my 2.7 ONF tokens, if I do not withdraw, that is very important. If I do not withdraw my profits on a daily basis after a full month, here on the, where is that? Here on the block production reward here, I will have tokens that are worth not a minimum of $72 to $73. For example, if I come here on my calculator, I tap on more, come here on my calculator, and let me say I had 89 ONF tokens. At the end of the month, without me withdrawing, if the coin remains with its current price, I will have tokens that are worth $9,000. Giving me, because when I was invested, I think it was 6,500, giving me a very nice return of over $2,500 without me doing anything. If I do not withdraw, and what will happen is that my stake profit will not go back to the system because it has been released. It's here, it has been released. But when the system is compounding, it compounds everything. Okay? How many are still following? I think I'm done with market makers. I just want to go now to treasuries and bonds. How many are still following? Give me a 2 in the chat if you're still following. Drop me a 2 in the chat if you're still following. So if you withdraw your claim, if you claim it, then the compounding will not be moving in correspondence with the calculator. Does that make sense? If I claim and I withdraw, my return, because this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when the calculator is calculating, it is trying to look at what could be my estimated profit with my capital. And that's why I came here on more. Then I open here on my rewards. I'm looking at a capital of 121. But remember when I was starting, I had 117. So the system has added all my tokens that I've so far got. So 18, 19, 20. So I have so far got a 4.9 tokens as profit.
And today is my 5th day in the business. I've only withdrawn once. Let me just get to the calculator. I've only withdrawn once. So if I have 4.9 tokens times the current price of 78, this is, for me, it's a very good reward. Very good reward to me. So it means that even the profit I have made is being compounded in the system. Okay, so you can start with market makers. Market makers and treasuries, they are the same. The difference is maybe you need to look at the price. Here it is 88. Here it is 80. For the other side, it is 80, 85. Here it is 77. Here it is 75. Yet the other side is 72. So to me, I prefer the market makers. That's what we teach so much, because it is more profitable than the treasury. But here on the treasury and the market makers, still you are providing USDT. Now let's go to the staking. Staking is also another investment approach. And while here you can see in the system, they are very clear. This is how much total value deposited. The total value deposited here is $8 million. $8 million. Okay? Deposited by different people across the world. Remember, this project is still new, it's still fresh in the market. All right? Okay. So at first, when I had just got started, I was withdrawing my profit. So I withdrew my profit and I decided to claim my profit. Now, the beauty about staking, you get another bonus. Okay? The beauty about staking, when you bring, because I have seen that happen to me. For example, when you come and stake for 24 hours, you can earn between 0.4 to 2%. But here, it ends there. But if you come and stake for 30 days, you earn 0.4 to 2%, and they give you another small bonus. When you come for 90 days, it is a Kamoa bonus. When you come for 180, there is another bonus. So the bigger the time you choose, the bigger the reward, okay? So I see here, I have another staking bonus. And this staking bonus is a bonus that is coming to me because I have other people that are also staking. So you see, staking records. So there is also another bonus. And the people who are saying that, why is it an open address? It is this address that has deposited to my account. Okay. A, because I decide to come here and stake. So when I stake, I get an extra bonus. And I think the reason why they love this staking is because you are reducing the supply in circulation, bringing it into the ecosystem. So they give you an extra bonus to encourage more people maybe join the staking, because more people love the market bonds because they allow you get a token at a cheaper price. So that is to do with staking, that is to do with market makers, and that's to do with treasury. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So you can claim either your bonus, you can claim your reward, you can claim your balance. But me personally, I have done it once, and I just want to grow my money. So this could be purely an investment approach as you are taking part in the DAO. Julius, do I need to do anything? No. You stake, you rest. Your money makes money for you. Now, I want to do just one more thing for the people who love building communities around them. I'm a community builder. I'm this kind of a person who says, let me not enjoy this reward alone. You know, I'm this kind of a person who says, because, ladies and gentlemen, Even if someone doesn't join, I have a question. Will I earn my stake? Let me know in the chat. Because so far I'm not talking about please join. There's a question. Like today, I earned my 1.15. I earned my 0.8. It's growing, ladies and gentlemen. Question in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If I don't bring anyone, will I earn from my stake money? It is my money. I don't need to have any sleepless nights. It is my personal decision. So I will earn from my stake money. But me personally, in my blood vessels, in my blood vessels, there's something that says growth only happens with a community. And there is a saying to me that if I want to go far, ladies and gentlemen, I can travel the journey alone. But when we are together, the journey becomes amazing. Okay? So if you are interested in having a community, ladies and gentlemen, look here. You are not going to be paid on my capital. So if I bring $200, even if I bring $1,000, even if I bring $5,000, you are not going to be paid on my capital. But the question is, are you helping the community to grow? Here's the question. Are you helping the community to grow? Let me know in the chat. When you speak to me about Oracle, are you helping the community to grow? Are you helping the community to grow when you tell me about Oracle? Yes, of course. Here comes the question. Is it bad if you get rewarded? No. It's not bad for you to get rewarded. So what they're trying to say is that, okay, Julius, when someone decides to market Oracle, speak to someone about Oracle, and someone has maybe 26, I invest 26, I get my 26 or ONF tokens, and I get a 0.8105 tokens on this. The person who invited you, as long as they have staked 200 USDT worth of Oracle and brought one person on board, they are entitled to 20% of your reward. They are entitled. Remember when I started, I told you 10% Genesis team, 10% institutional investors, 80%. It is the one that we are getting into the staking. It's the one that we are getting into the promoting. So if you talk about Oracle to someone and they stake, on the amount of stake they have made, the profit, you will be given 20%. This looks little, but here is a simple mathematics. If people of your first generation stake only $10,000, I don't mind if they are 1 or 10 or 20. Let's take the average price of the token on the market, which is $80. They will have staked 125 ONF tokens. So I'll come here on more. I'll come here on more and put this on a calculator. And then I put 125. So once they stake this for a year, at the end of the year, this guy will have collected 2,888 tokens. 2,888 tokens. If you just do this personally, if this coin remains at its current price, without doing anything, if you stake $10,000 personally, if you stake $10,000 personally, without you doing anything, at the end of the year, you'll have collected 231,000 but let me leave that, okay? So this is what they will have got. Let us remove off the principal of 125 tokens, which is 2,763 tokens. On this, you are entitled 20%. It means that throughout their stake, you'll have earned on them 552 tokens times the price, 80. It means that on these people, if one person or two, you will earn on them $44,208. Is that some good money? Let me know in the chat. Is that some good extra money? Is that some good money? Someone says, Julius, Mr. Julius, when you click on rewards, then below the current staked amount. Just go back here. Someone has a question. If I finish, okay, someone says rewards. Okay. What do you mean? You want me to discuss this? It's the value of my token. I staked a certain amount and I'm in profit. This is the total amount of tokens that were staked. I'm now in profit. By the way, my stake was around, I think, 8,000, close to 9,000. I am in profit of $494. Yeah, I'm in profit. That was your reason I'm in profit. I'm this point of a leader who wants to take action. Now let me get back here on the team. So you brought the first generation, you are entitled to 20%. Let's just do the second generation where you're entitled to 15%. I decided to say, if your second generation only stakes tokens worth $30,000, okay, let's divide by the average current price, which is $80, we shall get 375 tokens, okay? So let's get in here. Where's the calculator? So 375, the full year, it will be 8,666 tokens that will be staked by your second generation, people brought by other people, okay, which is 8,666 tokens. Let us take off their principal, their capital, which is 375 tokens. So on this, because they were brought by other people, you brought me, and then I brought someone. So the people under me on this, you will entitled to, ladies and gentlemen, 15%. 15%, which is 1,243 tokens. If the token remains with the current value, on your second generation, you will be able to have made that good money. $99,492. Let me finish with the third generation. Let me say the third generation stakes $50,000. We take 80, that is 625. I'll stop here. I'll not add on another generation, but you're entitled to 625. If a full year, at the end of the full year, man, they will have made some good profit. Some good profit, which is 1144 tokens. Okay, 443. Okay. So we remove off the principal, which is 625. This is the balance, and on this still you're entitled to 15%. So that will be that, which is 2072. 2072. Those are the tokens you'll have earned on them, times 15%. No. Times 80, the current price, which if it remains, that will be 16,000 plus 99,000 plus 44,000. It means that by you having a first generation that can stake 10,000, a second generation that can stake 30,000, a third generation that can stake $50,000, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to be rewarded $300,000, which to me, it is doable. Let's finish up with the rank, but that you still have 20 generations to go. Okay, let's now finish this within the rank. So when you tap on DAO here, you are able to see what we call contributional points. Okay, what are these contributional points? This is the maximum amount of money as a team builder you can take out of the system. And so this depends on your rank, your amount of stake, okay, that causes that to rise. But we have different ranks that range from M1 to M9. Currently, the highest rank, ladies and gentlemen, is M9. 4 days in the business. I'm very grateful to amazing leaders that we are working with. I am an M1. And when we open this reward on M1, I'm going to talk about how you become an M1. I said they pay twice, at night and in the morning. And you can see by being an M1, approximately $20 has been given to me, because if it is 0.136, 0.13, is it that? 0.1365 plus 0.1362. Where is my calc? 0.1362. That is my reward in 1 day times $80. That is $21 because of ranking up. What does it take to rank up? Simple. Me tap on more, then I'll tap on my invitations. Okay, no. Is it my rewards? I think here. I'll be able to say, oh, good. So when you look, you come here on my rewards. Every day you receive rewards, every day. And these are coming as your people, your levels are staking, okay? As your levels are staking, I have defined that. And you can see when I started, because the staking amounts were less, my rewards were less. And they pay twice, morning, evening. Morning, because it is a block production rate that happens every 24 hours. Morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening. So you can see this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Day 6 already paid, okay? 6 days, okay? So you can be able to see 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. So that one. And when you add it up, just to show you, when you add it up, it's this total here. I've not withdrawn from this area, 1.2944. Okay, that is the referral reward. But this is what happens. How do you rank up? For you to rank up, you need a strong line. I've told my leaders that. Remember, this is your direct. You are here, this is your direct. So you need 2 strong lines. You need 1 huge line. So this could be my huge line. It has been able to stake close to over $49,000. Now, this should have $30,000, the strong line. And these added together, these here added together should be able to have $20,000. If that happens, then you become an M1. For you to be an M2, this must have $100,000 and this must have $50,000. Then you become an M2. Okay, as an M2, your income keeps increasing. This could range from $20 to $100 as an M1. As an M2, you could make some $200 repeatedly over time as you have your rank. Basically and purely, I think I have done you enough service. I'm just a passionate user of this amazing technology. I like it so much. I don't care who says anything about this. It's none of my business. If people do not understand what happens with technology, if you don't go move with technology, then technology gets you where? So ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready to make cool money, feel free. Please don't sell your liver. Don't sell don't sell your kidney to start. Start with a small amount you can, okay? Right? Start with a small amount you can and grow your money over time. Okay, I hope I've done enough, ladies and gentlemen. This one says Emmanuel from South Sudan. I've been following the Zoom meetings or in the YouTube channel today. I got my way to the live Zoom. How will I get the code so that I join the Oracle community? Okay. How can I access my link to be able to share it? Okay. Okay. So if you want to share your link, ladies and gentlemen, you tap here on more and then tap on my invitations. The upper link is for the person who referred you. The lower link is the one that is yours. We have also made videos on how you can be able to share your link on our YouTube channel. I've seen someone is interested to start. We have different leaders here could be able to give you their links. Emmanuel, let me be in position to identify any. Okay, I don't know. I've seen Leader Sembatia on the call. Leader Sembatia, could you help Emmanuel? It's coming from my YouTube channel. So give him your number and get him started. I see Leader Sender has a question here. Okay, make the cost. Emmanuel Sembatia will contact you. Okay. Let me answer this one question, then I can be able to get in Leader Sender. Julius, what factors will help this token constant at 78? I believe this token could rise a little bit higher than $78. Number one, the plan of the yesterday, I came here on Telegram. I just do my personal research and I searched for Oracle. Okay, they have their own ecosystem here. And these are promotional videos. They are saying Oracle Web3 Revolution begins in Tokyo, the DAO psychology. So these are their words. These are promotional videos. But there is one area here. This is question and answers. Where is that? Oracle offline materials. You can even be able to come and check the Oracle plan. Okay, now here, when you open this, it has a lot of information that I don't want to use it, but let me show you a few things. Here they dig deep. If you're a researcher, you want to read so much, please, here they dig deep. But on all this, here they dig deep. Here is the core team. John Mitchell is the CEO. Emily Davis is, I think, the chief technical of the blockchain. Olivia Parker is in the operation. Okay, this is the core team of Oracle. So if you are good at research, you could come in here and they give you that information. Then I wanted to look at their strategic deployment that could raise this coin at a higher price. To me, this was very important. Q3, this is where we are. The project got started, and the Oracle Oncology Zone to establish an initial liquidity pool. They want to initiate an initial liquidity pool on an average daily trading volume of $30 million to attract 100,000 early oncological participants. This is the stage one. Okay, this was the stage one. Then stage two, which is getting this token onto BitGet and Get.io. Okay, and the objective is the Asian market coverage increases to 60% and contract volume enterprise platform to top 3 new currencies. So they want to go into this market. And then stage 3 is getting this onto OKX, which will be at the end of this year, to get this token ranked on the top 30 coin market cap in terms of market capitalization, with an average trading volume that exceeds 500 million and become a compliant public chain recommended project of the YAM coin. Okay, so that is what they are planning to do. Okay, here is the infrastructure, the roadmap. Okay, the roadmap 2025, where we are, and their goal here is to access over 50 mainstream on-chain protocols. This they have done to realize a deep cross-chain ecosystem integration, to launch securitization, tokenization platform, and a derivative engine, and have a total value locked surpass 10 billion to expand market share. This is a very big vision, and if achieved, I believe this could do fantastic, very well. So they want to start with the infrastructure ground. That's where we are, and then we move here. Some of these have been already achieved. So the journey is long. If you have time, please feel free to go into the infrastructure, get a bigger interface. To me, that's why I'm all in. This looks more than unbelievable. And when you get into their chain, here, their ecosystem, their homepage, then let's get into the ecosystem. They're already planning to open up a global pay, which basically you can get, is it a debit card or a Visa card? Then they want to perform what they call Oracle Talk, which is a SocialFi hub for building up, a GameFi, and a decentralized exchange as a trading protocol. To me, that is a journey that could allow this token go at a higher price. So down here, there are also platform announcements. And our recent announcement, it says that dear ONF members, recently someone was able to show up a liquidity pool that is unofficialized. So it says that very soon they will introduce a liquidity pool, which I've shown you in their roadmap. Okay, so all these factors added together, I don't feel this coin price will remain at $80. I see it doubling up in price if they move with their ecosystem of plan. That is my thinking. Someone says what? The liquidity is very low, it's not locked. But these guys are, no, you just don't understand. Someone says the liquidity is very low and it's not locked. Ladies and gentlemen, there is this token is not providing any liquidity. Let me just get in here. You know, it's very hard for people to understand DeFi. Let me just get here. Let me get where. Let me come here on Chrome. I want to visit any DeFi. And let me go to Aave.ai very fast. Aave.ai very fast. I know many people don't understand how DeFi works because many people are just familiar with Binance and exchanges. So ONF, okay, where is the token? I needed a contract address, not to get the wrong one. Okay, so but in simple terms, when I tap here ONF, I'll get so many ONFs in the market. But the right one is here. This one that has 7,388 holders. But there is even this one. And because many people are not familiar with DeFi, ladies and gentlemen, the liquidity that is being run here is not controlled by ONF ecosystem. It is even $91. I showed you when I started that there is no liquidity pool. Look here. Because this is DeFi. The project is providing liquidity in partnership with Elobank, but there is no liquidity pool in these DEX. And for your own knowledge and understanding, I can personally provide a liquidity pool on any DEX, okay? I think I can dig deep into that later for educational purposes. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. To compound, use the calculator. You need to start and use the calculator. How does the company make money that it distributes to its members? Okay. How does the company make money? Okay, simple, guys. Simple logic. Let's get into this ecosystem. You know, I think I have to take a lot of time to take back to people what a DAO is. Okay, because many people are still confusing this with a mere token that is in the market. This is a DAO that uses three mechanisms. Number one, this is very important, the staking, the bonds, and the treasuries. Now, when this money comes, it sits in a treasury, and the rewards you are earning is on the 80%, because when people stake, they increase what we call, where's the calculator? The block production rate. And what does this help? It helps to get more ONF tokens. And once they are bought, there is 80% tokens in this ecosystem that are being distributed as per smart contracts. As per smart contracts. That when you do this, this is what you will earn. When you do this, this is what you will earn. When you do this, this is what you earn. And there are 137. Is that home? There are 137 tokens. Smart contracts. I hope that I've answered. Where do they get the rewards? I hope I've answered. Please explain the 5x5 strategy. I told you that the other thing is the same thing. When you introduce 5 people as your first line and teach them to introduce 5-5, that was the strategy that was taught. It's as simple as that. This project is for only 360 days. No, you could choose any package you want. I think I discussed that. I just like it because of its good price. Because here, I'm buying the token at $72, which is cheaper. But it's up to you. You can even come in here by staking. You can do 24 hours, put in your money, 24 hours, take it away, 30 days, 90. So it's your personal choice. It's your personal. Calculate for me $200 for $360. Calculate for me profits of $1,000 daily staking. I don't know, but I'll just use mathematics, simple. I'll just go to the calculator and say if you have $1,000 divide by, maybe you buy a bond at 73 per coin, you'll get 13 coins. The calculations happens here in the system. Tap here, go to calculator, 13 coins with your $1,000 for full year. This is how far you can go. If the price maintains, if the coin maintains the same price, that is how far you can go. You, for $200, you'll get 2.7 tokens at most. 2.7, the full year. This is how far you can go. Okay, guys, I hope I've done you a service. Hope I've tried to answer the question. How much you get daily? I think, my brother, you need to go through that PDF. You need to go through that PDF and go into details about that. The PDF, I'm going to share it over in the group. It's the same PDF here. I may not be able to access it here. So you can be able to go through the PDF and get that cleared from your side. When you scroll down on the PDF, you can be able to see that strategy. I'll share in the next few. Vitamin money. Papa. All right, guys. All right. Thank you so much. I see Leader Sender is still here. Okay, Leader Sender, please, could I listen to the question?
Leader Julius, good evening. Thank you
Good evening,
so
my leader.
much. Yeah, a lot to take in, and Leader, was it Jackson or Dixon? I can't remember now. Yeah,
Dixon,
he
I think
gave
he's
us,
off now.
yeah, he gave us a detailed diving into the crypto space. So there was a lot to take in there. But on the contracts you mentioned, 137, right? So this main contract, which you are saying is been renounced, is it part of the
Mm.
137 contracts, or is it a accumulation of all the 137? What I'm asking is the treasury contract that you showed earlier, that one is not renounced. So
Yes.
yeah, are they individual contracts, whereas only the main one has been renounced and the others are not? And obviously, for example, the treasury contract, maybe before you answer me, the treasury contract, if it's not been renounced, why should it be left open? Because then it can be open to manipulation, because that's where the money is going. I don't know if you might answer that question or not, but I wanted to just see whether the main contract, which has been renounced, is part of the 157, and why only that one renounced and the other ones are open. Please.
Okay, my leader.
Thank you.
Then it requires me to just do a simple. So this is contract A of the owner. This system is running on contract B. If this gets renounced, then the open transfer deposited. When you go to Dex Screener, just to take you back, just run here very fast. When we get to Dex Screen, 7 points. Okay. Because I did my homework, I think yesterday night, when someone brought this concern to me, I'll just send you, maybe see where it is, because I was trying to get that clear. Let me just get you this. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Okay. So my leader, I've sent you, I have answered these in a written pamphlet to bring points clear very well. but I'm gonna answer them here, but I've sent you again for you to make. I think I need to go with capital letters. Okay, good to go. Then I need to be specific of which to look at here, but I hope it is the first one. Okay. So once you open this token, like I've sent you in the chat, it has 7 issues that Dex Screener brings to our attention. This is not an attention, I answered that of liquidity pools. So it has 7 issues, and I wanted to answer these issues. Number 1, tax modifiable, which I answered. Whenever you transact, there is between 15% to 0%. Once you have 15 people buy your direct, it gets to 0. Now, this is where the issue was my major concern, okay? The ownership renounce is a no. But when you scroll down here, at the end of Dex Screener, the owner's address is dead. Now, I had to dig deep to find what do they mean. I don't know if you are still following my leader. I wanted to find out, because this was my personal research, what do they mean to use this? To dig deep onto the contract address of the Treasury, I found that the contract address of the Treasury is not renounced, meaning that basically the transferable, the mutable of these tokens that we mint, that are mintable into the ecosystem, move with contract address of the Treasury. And if it is renounced, then it means that the mutable, the reward to another, all from the system itself in an automatic way. And I've answered you these issues in a written pamphlet in your chat. You'll take time and go through, but I've got those issues sorted in your chat. If you'll be able to go through that. So I hope I've been able to try my level best for that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Julius, please, they haven't put 560. If you want to go in for 560, I don't know. It's not easy to answer questions. I'm answering as if I'm the founder of this project, but I think that's my behavior. When I find something good, also it helps me not to just throw my money in the basket. Okay, so come here, my brother. Come on, staking. It's here, bro. It's here, 550 staking. Come here. Daily asset staking. You go buy ONF tokens from the other side, bring them here, bingo, and stake. And stake. So guys, I'm already in love with the project. I've gone because it's a DAO. I couldn't go so much solid if I was just looking at a token. Someone has also bring to my concern that this is a token. No, there's a very huge difference between a DAO and a token. If we are marketing a coin, I wouldn't be involved. This is not a coin we are marketing. This is a DAO. And the DAO has the minting, the bonding, and the treasury. And these tokens are seated in a treasury. Like my brother Dixon did, please feel free. Go and pay for deep ChatGPT search. Come onto the Binance Smart Chain, copy the contract code, and take it to ChatGPT to help you do a deep dive into the code that was used to create this smart contract. Everything is open for everybody. You might just be limited by information space. You might be limited by information space. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have had a deep dive in today's class. But on our next class, we shall now focus so much on how people could grow their money to a non-believable volume. I want to thank you for your time. And if you are ready to dive into this, just know we are together to ride the waves together and be able to see how the future brings on the table. God bless you. Thank you so much for today. See you tomorrow, same time, ladies and gentlemen, to enable you understand this better as you make an informed decision. All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.